need to mimic some of the other areas. You know, I've worked with urban foresters over in Lompoc who actually, they had to take down a large oak tree in front of where their new community hall was going to be put in. And they actually used pieces of the oak to put part of the flooring in there and put a nice tribute bronze plaque up in front of it. There's all kinds of great ideas out there. And one of the things that we need is public participation, a little bit of help in steering some of these issues toward our board to help it. You know, you go to Kern County, unfortunately, you know, this is one of the areas we don't have some of these really important things already in place. Where a lot of the other counties are decades ahead of us in oak tree preservation, in tree preservation, in exotic species mitigation, a lot of that kind of stuff. So yes, we have a lot of work to do, and definitely I agree.
Hold on just a second.
Yes, Alex.
All right, Linda.
I realized that you got the arborist report on May 19th, and I was just wondering why, since you knew at that point that those trees were going to be removed, why there wasn't some kind of notice hearing for the community. The sneaky factor.
Yeah, you were just asking public participation. This will be chance.
This kind of doubles back a little bit what Alan said. Trenching down, we thought we need to protect roots. We never expected our contractor on the horizontal setting the grade to hit and just keep rolling through those 3 roots. And the younger the trees didn't expect that. And obviously a hard lesson learned in that way. The other
any education of where you break ground.
But see, there was the distinction. We're ready for this excavation. Rough grade was set too low, in our opinion, by our engineers, and you top off 3 roots and you go, what are you thinking?
So knowing that the community had been assured that these trees were going to be protected, how was that allowed to happen? Where is the oversight for this construction?
Well, how could you possibly
and
know?
my second part of this question is, because that's now, I would consider that a construction defect. Are we going after the contractor for this, for damaging our trees, knowing full well, and they had full knowledge of the fact those trees were to be protected?
And the protection clauses were in the contracts.
Okay, and I think that legal action should be taken against them and possibly fired from this job if they can't, you know, do the basic minimum requirement of protecting an oak tree. Okay, Kern County is the only county in the state of California that does not have an oak tree ordinance. Do you know that? The only
I didn't know we were the only. I knew
Yes.
that there were several.
Every county in the state of California has protected their own trees except for Kern County.
The damage that was done to those trees was done in the fall.
Hold on. We're trying to take people to I understand that.
Ready to talk.
Yeah,
I know that. I understand. Hold on, Linda, you gotta go ahead. You have the next question, please.
He didn't answer
But
the
answer.
question. So the reason that there wasn't some hearing or notification to the community?
Or a permit in fish and game.
Especially since the director of libraries explicitly asked you to put out the press bulletin and explicitly asked you to consult the local arborists so the community would know about it. Nothing like that was done. It's not to be surprised that it wasn't done, but nothing like that was done. And now you stand here and ask for public input. That's ridiculous.
All right, next question.
I don't have. I'm sorry. I don't have a good answer for you on that. It's my position, I guess, that we dropped the ball on not only notification of the public, but further on before that, with ensuring that the architect on record was actually had a design that was going to protect the oaks the way that we originally intended.
I just wanted to announce to the public, actually the municipal advisory council members had exchanged some emails, and they were privy to some information that and I want to make sure that everybody else has access to it. There's probably about 6 copies here, and there is a letter from a local biologist, Lynn Stafford, that speaks of the woodpeckers, acorn woodpeckers in the trees, and that they have actually violated international law by.
How long have you had that? And why wasn't it in the paper?
I'm giving it to you now.
too late.
No, we
It
found
was just the last day. It could have been in the paper. All this information started coming out in the last few days here, folks. So,
And this wasn't just a MAC that was privy to this.
It wasn't, yeah.
This is emails spun
This is
around the whole
emails.
mountain, and we ended up with it.
Yes.
So it's several people, it wasn't
Yeah.
just the MAC that happened.
But I want to make it available now.
Yeah, so,
So there are about 6 copies here. If anybody
your
wants-
name, sir?
I'm Dale Neal, Max Tree Service.
Okay.
And yeah, a lot of us know a lot about trees, but a lot of information really came out. We had this meeting before the trees went down.
yeah.
Basically, everybody said that already. But this meeting is obviously important enough to get us all out there, but not 3 days ago. If anybody cares about the people up there, this stuff would happen first. Don't think we've got to be Marlborough to know that.
Since our supervisor doesn't care about
Yeah,
it.
go ahead.
My name is Joanne Klein. I used to work for College of the Canyons. I'm now retired. When they built their library facility, they protected an enormous oak.
It's gorgeous.
Oh, you've seen it, yes.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Yes. Why the hell you people couldn't do it, I don't know, but I will say this much. This area is completely overlooked by Bakersfield officials and politicians. We are under the thumb of people like Ray Watson, who really doesn't give a crap what happens up here. Really and truly. And I don't know whether this is part of your general appearance, but you look like you're smug. I mean, is this an ordeal for you? Are you unhappy to be here to answer these questions? I mean, you're smiling. I don't think this is a funny thing to happen. I think it's very serious, and I think every one of us could be affected by all of this at one time or another, regardless.
Yeah.
I've known Dale McNeely for what, 25 years?
Forever, basically, yeah.
I hired him and his uncle when I lived in Santa Clarita 25 years ago. And I gotta tell you, they know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. Why the hell you people didn't even consult him? Why? What is the problem with dealing with people who live up here and who know what needs to be done? That's my question.
Yeah, these are.
Why don't
One thing I want to comment I want to make, in looking when this thing came to light, and I think you touched on it, Matt and Mark, is LA County and LA City have significant ordinances in regards to oaks, and I don't believe Kern County has anything. Is that correct?
That is not correct. We do have policies in our general plan.
Yeah, policies, but there's policies,
There's no
but there's
ordinance.
no ordinances.
And we did bring an ordinance to
Right.
the Board of Supervisors in 2004, and they rejected it. That doesn't mean that they can't consider it again.
Right.
But the representation, I agree that this was mismanaged, but the representation that we don't do anything for oaks is not accurate. And so I just, we may not go far enough. We have an oak woodlands preservation general plan policy with oak woodlands, and we have many, many, many tract maps all over the county. We have more oak woodlands in Kern County than any county. We have over
So how is
700.
this allowed to happen?
Well, I don't know. That's the planning department and
Nobody
not
seems
the
to have
library
the
department.
answer to that.
I guess
If you're interested in having a dialogue, we can have a dialogue, and we're very interested in your anger. But you asked a question, I was answering Mr. Newton's question. Okay?
Now, with that in mind, and the fact that you guys are concerned about what happened, what steps are you going to take, what mitigation steps are you going to take to now protect what is left here in regards to this? So let's move forward. We can't do anything about what happened.
Yes. Of course you can.
But wait, I'm saying we can't do anything about bringing those 2 trees back.
No, but you can do something
Okay,
about
I understand
trees.
that. But there's other trees that are likely at risk. What can we do, and what are you guys going to do at this point
Hold it,
to
Steve. I got
protect
a
them?
question. You got one tree that might have been dead. I've seen oaks stand there for years and years and years and never fall. You got one that's healthy. What is the root base when they take out an old oak and move it?